Hey guys, I'm very excited today to bring you two new products for the paper pot system. If you use the paper pot transplanter on your farm or you're using these types of flats from microgreens, you're going to want to check this out. So I just want to start by saying that I'm a co-owner in Paper Pot Co. The company is owned by Diego Footer and myself. He and I design, manufacture, and then bring these products to you guys. So the first one I want to start with is our standard 1122 paper pot flat. If you use the system, you're very familiar with these flats. We have been importing these from Japan for a couple years now, and we still stand by that product. It's a good product, but sometimes we have run into import issues where sometimes we can't get flats, and that basically enticed us to start making these in the USA so that we control the production. It also allowed us to improve a number of things about the flat itself. So right off the hop, there's two things that we improved on in the design. We reinforced the corners of them so that these ends never break off, which in the past has happened from time to time, but I have hundreds of these flats and I've actually never done that myself, but it's been something that some of our customers have said, so we have improved the reinforcement on the corners to do that. The second thing we changed in the design is we added a little lip to the ends on both sides, and so this is if you're doing any bottom watering, that you can lift up that lip, water underneath on your bottom tray, and then drop it back down. The other things, which goes for both of these products I'm going to show you, is these are now made with 100% FDA approved food grade plastic. It is also BPA free, it's UV resistant, it's 100% recycled, and they are all made in the USA. So that is your standard 1122. This is such a good product, you're only going to have to buy this thing once. It's going to last you a lifetime. So the other flat goes with it essentially. It doesn't, you don't have to buy it with it, but it's part of it. Is we now have a bottom watering flat. It's basically just a holeless flat that sits right underneath the flat perfectly, and it's intended for bottom watering. And with that lip, you can lift it up, water underneath, and put it down. Now, not everybody does bottom watering. Most growers I know are top watering their nursery flats. But before you go and transplant your paper pots, we have seen a number of our growers insist on bottom watering them heavily before they go in the field. The idea there is basically just to soak that soil so much, which helps with transplanting because that plug isn't going to dry out so quickly, which is going to help the life of that transplant. But it actually helps run the transplanter better. The wetter your flats are going in, the less chance that paper is going to rip, and it seems to run in the transplanter a lot better. So you might not need to bottom water everything on your farm, but you might find it useful to buy 10 or so of these, just so that whenever you go into the field to do some transplanting, maybe an hour or so before, you can give all the plugs that are going to get planted a nice heavy bottom watering to soak it in. You could also use that for if you were putting some kind of inoculant into that water, maybe you were putting a root stimulant hormone into that water, that you could bottom water and then sit the flat on there to help that absorb. So those are our two new flats for the paper pot system. I'm gonna have a link right in the show notes. Check them out. I hope you guys found that helpful, and we'll talk to you later.